They say you first eat with your eyes, but did you know that you also technically eat with your nose? Well, this week's holiday-themed Science Sunday segment is an experiment in how our sense of smell actually affects what we're tasting. Check it out.
For the sake of science, you can, get some permission to maybe bust out some Christmas candy or maybe get some chocolate chips out of the cupboard if you want to do this like right away. But when we're tasting something, a lot of us know that we have different taste buds on our tongue, and they are responsible for giving our brain a signal on whether something is salty or sweet or savory. And so those really play a big factor in whether we're enjoying the food and how we think the food tastes. But one thing people don't realize is that our sense of smell actually also plays a really big role in how you're tasting something and how much you're tasting. So the way your taste works is there are, like I said, those taste buds in your tongue, and they're connected to signals that go to your brain. So these neurons send a signal to your brain, and your brain decides and gives you a picture kind of what you're tasting and whether you like it. And so to test and see how much is related, or our taste is related to our taste buds, and then maybe some other things, like when you're seeing a food, like if I hold this up, a lot of people are gonna go, ooh, that I'm hungry. You hear people say things like that because our eyes are giving our brain signals, smells are giving our brain signals, and those taste buds, of course, are giving our brain signals. So we're gonna do a quick little experiment for the sake of science, and we're gonna plug our nose first, and then you put the candy in your mouth without chewing, because we want to just let those flavors kind of roll across our tongues so the taste buds can try and see what they think that taste is. Our eyes have already given our brain a little bit of a clue. So based on your prior experience, maybe with some chocolate candies, your brain might start predicting what it's going to taste like. So our eyes have given a clue, and then we're going to put it on our tongue so those can send a message to the brain. And then after about 20 seconds, if you can just let it sit there without chewing, we're gonna unplug our nose and see if that creates any difference in taste. And I don't wanna spoil it for anybody, so I'm not gonna tell you what the answer is, but it's a really fun demo, so I'm gonna show you how it works. And then if you do this with anybody, it's fun to kind of describe what you're tasting or how the taste changes. So it's kind of fun to do it with a couple of people. And you can try different things, like maybe trying to blindfold yourself, or some different variations. So if you've got plenty of Christmas candy to experiment with, there's some fun variations. So here's the demonstration. So you're gonna plug your nose, and then unplug, let it sit a little bit longer, and see how that changes your perception. And then you can enjoy the candy a little bit more and get rid of it. So it's a fun demonstration. It really goes to show that our sense of smell, the taste buds, and our eyes are actually all creating this cohesive message that our brain is interpreting about what we're tasting and how much we're tasting it and whether it's sweet or salty and things like that.
So go grab all of that candy and head over to the Science Sundays section of our website, turnit23.com, to get some more neuroscience lessons for your kids and some additional experiments in exploring taste. We'll see you next week.